Greetings, y'all. It's Matt from the Green Arcade, back playing some more Farming Simulator 17. We're back at Estancia El Apache. Back up on the hill here. Got all the trees cut on this end of the hill. This is where our road used to be that cut across. I'm gonna come out here and plow up all these places where the trees were. I think this is where the one was. Plus I got some other little spots that need to be plowed out here that I never have plowed that just need to get to. There's where another tree was. See a little green spot here that was there. I'm just for to be efficient, I'm gonna go ahead and plow the rest of that out there. Alright, let's see, where were the other trees at? They were down here. Somewhere. I think there was one down here. Where was that tree? Ah, right there. So I've been thinking about coming back and squaring this up somewhat, so it would be easier on the hired workers up here. And I may do that. I may get the roller and come up and try to fix this up a little bit better to where it can be more efficient. I don't think a tree was right here. I think this is one of the patches that I left that needed to be plowed. There's another patch over here, and then that's where a tree was, right over there. And then down there at the end. So yeah, we're good. So I've practiced a little bit on removing those big trees, and I think I've got it down. There's a process to it, but I think I have figured out the easiest process to remove those big trees, and I'll show y'all that here shortly. That plowed under there. Alright, it's going to be so much easier to plant with a hired worker. Or without a hired worker, it'd be easier to plant because you don't have these trees stopping them all the time. The trees really mess those guys up. Alright, got it out of there. So now this is all plantable. Yeah, these big trees, these things really mess up the hired workers down here. And because the triggers on them, you know, they would hit the edge of them, they'd turn around, they'd hit the center of them, they'd turn around, and it would be all kinds of crazy looking out here. See, I'm going to go ahead and plow this little bit up here where the road was. If my wheel loader's not in the way, and I think I parked it right on it, I did. Let me go get that out of the way. But yeah, there's a process to cutting these trees, and I'm hopefully it'll pan out the same way that the last 3 or 4 did. My luck, it'll probably go all kinds of wonky and won't pan out like the last 3 or 4 did. Alright. Okay. Now this is not going to be exact. Get this grass line plowed out real quick here. And I'm not going to put the road back in, because roads, where we're going, we don't need roads. Cool Points, if you know what movie that's from. One of my favorites. I wish I had the breakfast machine, making machine from that movie. Well, actually, it's from the third one. Alright. One more little grass blip over here that I forgot, apparently. Okay. Alright. So let's get to this tree. I'm just going to leave that running. I got that leased. Oh yeah, I got to return that leased equipment before this episode's over. Need to return that and buy it, I guess, if we have money. I think there's still a great demand. There was a great demand for barley, but it wasn't really a good price. So I don't know if I want to sell it or not. Come on, let's climb the tree. Come on. Here we go. Alright, this is what you need to do first. This is where you need to be. First off, take a look at this trunk. See, it kind of splits 3 ways up here. You can cut it right there, but what you need to do is cut it down. You see where the texture changes? Like, this is kind of a straight, kind of looking smooth bark. And then this is more like a scaly, kind of rough looking bark. You need to cut this as low as you can get it. Now I've found if you get on these limbs right here, the next limbs up from the bottom 2, you can kind of crouch down and get your trigger, and wherever the lowest trigger point is, see, it's going lower and lower. Wherever the lowest you can get it, the better off you will be. I'm gonna cut that right there. Now I might be able to cut off some more, but for right now I'm gonna cut it right here, and that should fall off. There it goes. Yep, I done fell out of the tree. See if I can get back up there. Ugh. Boy, it's hard to get up in this tree. Here we go. Alright, now, I might be able to cut some more of this off. I want to see if I can. Yeah, see, it made a little ring there. And 2, you can get up here and delimb some of this. Get some of these limbs off here where you can see. And if you can get a spot in here, go ahead and get rid of that limb there. You can move your wheel loader up in here and use it. And it might be easier than climbing that tree. Okay. Oh crap. I didn't mean to do that. Hang on. You didn't see that. Nobody saw that. Alright. I've been playing some Grand Theft Auto, and I think I hit the wrong button. Okay, let's see. Now, let's see if I can get any more off of this. Oh yeah, we can get quite a bit more. The trigger goes way down here. So, might be better just to get on this the next to the last highest limb, and cut this. Where'd that trigger go? Okay, I know I had more there. Come on. See, I was on this limb, yes. Yep. Okay, there we go. There it is. Come on back, trigger. Just go down as low as it'll go. Looks like right there at that little bend. So I'm going to cut this off. Like I said, the shorter you can get this trunk, the better off you'll be with that Robud. And it'll grind out a whole lot easier. Alright, let me get that one limb off of there if I can. There we go. Alright, now take the chainsaw away, grab it, pick it up. Oh, it's going to say it's too heavy. Well, we'll get it in a minute. Let's go ahead and cut these other limbs off while we are here. While we're up in the tree. Come on, trigger. There it is. There we go. So I've been thinking about turning my studio around, kind of flipping it upside down. I'm kind of pointed towards the wall where the central unit outside is located, and I don't know if you guys can hear it or not, but man, it's loud in my ear. So I'm thinking about moving some things and redoing some stuff here. Where is that trigger? Come on, trigger. Here, trigger. Come back, trigger. Alright, get over here. There we go. There it is. Some of these triggers are kind of shorter than the rest. But that's okay, we can grind them out. Alright, I think that's all the limbs. Yep. Let me get the limbs up first because it'll be a mess. Kind of get them out of the way and everything. Ooh. Don't put your road bed down too low. It'll act like a dozer blade in the ground. That's one thing I am hoping to see with Farm Sim 19. Being able to modify the ground with blades and backhoes and... I don't know. It might not happen, but it's wishful thinking. I am happy to hear that one of the things that I've been wanting the most is happening. And that's going to be the sun and it's going to be the sky. Yeah, well, not just the sky. I guess you could say it's environmental changes, maybe? I don't know. It's the weather, the sky, the moon, the sun, everything. All of that's changing. Alright, first I need to grind out this limb here. It's pretty easy to find the triggers for the limbs because they are right on the tips there, right on the end. Should I say that? I need to quit saying stuff, ahead of time because now it's not working. There we go. It's there, you just gotta find it. And it's real sensitive. If you get too close, it won't do it. If you gotta inch up on it, and then it'll start disappearing. See, I'm now too close, so watch, it'll disappear a little bit. Come on, just a little bit. Just a little bit. Whoop, went too far. Just a little bit. See, I'm inching a little bit closer and going up a little bit. A little bit closer. A little bit closer now. A little bit closer now. Come on. It's there. I know it's there. There it is. I bet it's right there. Yep, that was it. Come on down and see if I can get some more off of it here. There it is. It should take off that bottom a little bit there. Yep, it did. Okay, now let's try to get the top. You kind of move this back and forth a little bit. Get right up on it here. You can find that trigger, and there it is. Still do the same thing. Just kind of get up on it and move it back and forth. May have to do it at an angle on the other side. Oh yeah, you guys might notice I have the JCB now. I just like the JCB better. It seems to, I don't know, something about it, it seems to work better to me. I'm just taking off little layers now. I don't know what's going on. It should take off that main part. See, it's just taking off slices. There it is. Right there. I bet that's it. Gotta get right down on it. There we go. Now we're cooking. Alright. It does make quicker work. See, I'm just going, it's removing a little bit, and then I'll just go down each little time and hit that trigger. Sometimes it moves, but all you gotta do is, well, autosave. All you gotta do is hit that trigger. And you'll have it. Let's see, I need to back up a little bit or something. Where's the trigger? Where's the trigger? And one thing with the wheel loaders is you can miss that trigger just by being off a little bit, so you need to stay aligned with the tree. There it is. Yeah, I think I got out of alignment there a little bit. It should just come right on down eventually. Just try to find the trigger. It may be forward, it may be backward, and sometimes when you get one with the limb still on the outside, it might not do it. So we may have to take that extra little limb off there. Yeah, I think we're going to have to. Yep. That's what's standing in the way, that last trigger on this side over here. You just gotta find it. Where is it at? Have to get closer. And I may not be lined up right. So that might be the problem. Yeah, I think that's what it was. Yeah, because I'm seeing some chips now. There we go. So yeah, I just find that the wheel loader and the Robud works way better than the excavator. And if you just manipulate it around a little bit, it'll just come on down. Where's that trigger? Come on, trigger. Woo! There it is. It's on the other side. There, right there. See if I can get it down here and manipulate it. There we go. It's coming on down now. Yeah, see how it's coming on down? It's the opposite of moving on up. It's not a hard process. Not a complicated process. Ooh. Am I lined up still? I saw it. There, right there. No. There. Come on. There might be a little bit blocking it there or something, but is that it? No, I don't think that's it. Let me try from the other side. That looked like that might have been it right there, but I need to even it out now. Those last 2 or 3 that I did, they just came down like, you know, like that. I mean, there's no problem. I just brought them straight down, didn't have to change angles or anything. There we go. I think it's because I got this one at an angle already. That's why it's doing it. I can smooth that top out. Probably too late to do that now, though. Well, maybe I can. Maybe I can get this little bit off here. It's coming on down, though. As long as it's coming down, I don't care if it's angled or flat. And I mean, just very little increments is all you have to do. See, it's coming on down, and it might take a few more seconds, but as soon as you find that trigger, you get it right up close to it, it'll come on down. Just a very little bit. You gotta kind of watch your stump here. It's hard to do with all this grass around it, but there it is. And sometimes the trigger kind of angles itself, and see, now it's kind of flattening out on top. That's what I want. See my arm moving down just very slightly? That's what you want. Now I gotta find the trigger. There it is. Maybe it'll go on down flat now. And eventually it'll disappear. Sometimes they get really close to the ground before they disappear. Some of them I've had just disappear just instantly. Come on. There's a good trigger. You know it's a good trigger when it's right up against it. Find this trigger again. Right there. It's hard to tell with all this grass around there. Okay, now it's flat, so it should go down faster now. Let's find the middle trigger. There it is. I had it. Right there. Should start coming on down. Yeah, I lost it. It's here somewhere. There it is. That's gotta be it. Right there, that's it. Come on down, Stump. Come on down. Yeah, this one's harder because I can't see what I'm doing. Come on, Stump. Get out of there. I may have to change angles here or something. Wonder if that'll work. I hate to do it on the edge because it'll cut an angle into it, but that's the only trigger I can get. Alright, yeah, let me try it from another angle. See, I had like 3, maybe the last 3 that went down very smoothly. Oh, there it is. Yeah, you got to change angles sometimes. Yep, it's going on down now. See, now I may have to change angle again. No, maybe not. Maybe I can get it this way. Come on, disappear. It should disappear soon. Oop, right there it was. Right there. Come on, disappear. Disappear, Stump. Come on. Trying to get right down on it. Just very, very subtle increments here. It's cutting it. Very, very subtle. You can see the slope that I just cut. And I can get it on the edge over here. Yep, there it is. Right there. It should disappear. I may be getting impatient, but I may have to go at another angle here. This one's gonna be stubborn. Maybe I can cut it like that. Yep, there it went. The whole stump just disappeared, so it is gone. Let me get these little pieces out of here now, and I'll get the limbs up. Alright, you know what I'm thinking about? I think I'm gonna take these limbs down to the sawmill and see how much I get for them. If I get a lot of money for them, I'll start taking them down there. But if not, it's not worth taking them down there, because we've got a lot of trees to cut down there on the Project 1110. So go ahead and plow this out here. I think I'm just going to try to plow them as I go now. Alright, so I'm going to go get the truck and get the log trailer and see if we can get these loaded up and sold, just to see how much each limb might cost. I may only take 2 limbs and go from there. Find my truck here. But I'll come back in the next episode. Matter of fact, I need to take this up to the sheep anyway. There's the Let me go ahead and put this equipment and return it so I don't forget it. Excavator's nice. There's other tools that we could use. There's log grapples, stuff like that, but I don't really need them for right now, so I'm going to return this equipment. I just wanted to see if they would work, and leasing is a great new feature because you don't have to actually buy them. You can just kind of rent them for the day. Alright, let me return these. Alright, so I'm going to take this. This is the wool pallet trailer. I'm going to take it down to the sheep, and I'll pick up the log trailer while I'm down there. And we'll come back and try to load those limbs up and see if we can make any money off of them. Alright guys, until then, remember you reap what you sow. It's Matt from the Grain Arcade. We'll see you guys later.